What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Here we are with another episode of the $25,000 challenge. So today was a very big day for the market, a small day for me. I had a few issues at the beginning of the day, especially with alerts. So basically in the morning when I wake up, I have my notes that I set for every single day, and the night before, the morning of, and basically so that I don't miss them, I set alerts on TOS, and basically when it gets to a certain point, it alerts you saying it's getting close to your number. And today, none of those alerts went off for me, and I just felt overwhelmed at the beginning of the day because so many things were happening. And you got to remember that I'm looking at like 10 different stocks, and I got to look at their option chain, look at the volume, look how it's moving, and and I got to signal it on top of all that and get in. So at the beginning of the day, I felt very overwhelmed, especially when the alerts weren't going off. So it kind of sucked today. I felt like I missed out on a lot just because TOS acted up. But it was a green day, nothing to complain about. Just wanted to point that out. Had no canceled orders today, so orders went through both on the buy side and on the sell side. And we came out 2,900 for the day, up $600 on the video alone, and then Amazon was a great trade. So I'm going to talk about both trades and we'll go from there. So also let me show my account value. Account number is going to be blurred, so we talked about that in every episode, why it's blurred. But first thing we're going to talk about, Microsoft had a great day. They're actually, if you guys don't follow the market, some of you may not understand why Microsoft was up 5% for the day. They're actually buying TikTok because Trump said they're gonna ban TikTok because it's owned by the Chinese Communist Party, and they've been spying on Americans who signed up. So Microsoft said, we'll just buy it off you, and they talked to Trump, and Trump confirmed it. So Microsoft was up. I didn't trade it today, just wanted to talk about it. But let me talk about my first trade of the day, which was Nvidia. Why did I trade Nvidia? Let me show you the chart first and you'll understand. So Nvidia, as you can see, since I would say July 10th, after this stock rallied, this stock has been consolidating. What does consolidation mean? It means really the stock it's not really doing much. It's really going, it's really staying in a certain range. And yes, it may look like it's going down, but it bounces off a certain point, and then on the support side, and then bounces off a certain point on the resistance side, and just looks like it's coming back and forth. So that's what a consolidation is. So I noticed that, and I noticed that today it looked like it was going to break it, especially after Friday's rally. And we were like at the verge here on Friday, and then today we broke out in the morning. I said, all right, this is going to go. So as you can see, today we finally broke out, today out of this consolidation on this 4-hour chart. Even if you put it on the 20-minute, you'll probably see a little better. You can see that there's a consolidation here, and then we finally broke out. So I was waiting for that in the morning, and since the alerts weren't going off, I kind of it really didn't help at all. So I got in on this break here. Excuse me. So I got in on this break right here. So what was it, 9:43 a.m. I wanted to get in on the 4:31 break, which was around this area, this candle right here, but I didn't. I ended up, I was all over the place in the morning. So I got in when it broke that new high at around 4:33. This started pushing it all the way up to 4:35, and then got out for a quick scalp. I was so overwhelmed in the morning. I was just happy to get in and get out of the trade, just to warm my body up for the day. But I'm happy about that quick scalp. I didn't really get a high percentage on that, but the next trade I did get a nice percentage on it, and I could have got a lot more. But like I said, I started the day off, I felt like I was overwhelmed, so I took it easy. Amazon, my trade idea, I had it breaking 31.50. Why was Amazon on my trade idea today? So Amazon, same type of shit. It's been consolidating. You see this after earnings, before earnings it was rallying, came down, pushed back up, came back to support. Look at this. You can see it right there. It's very easy to see. Bounced back, and here we are. We peaked on earnings again at that same resistance. This is going to be, if we could break out of this, it's going to be the same type of play as in the video. But today, why did I notice that? Well, after earnings, we were very weak, right? It was only up $100 for the day when Amazon reported earnings, and $100 is nothing for Amazon. It might sound like a lot, but Amazon jumps $160 on non-earnings days. So on earnings day, for it to be up $123 and the market rallying, you know, it's just not a positive. It's a positive scenario. It's just not a good scenario for Amazon, and it looked pretty weak compared to the market. Let me show you how the market looked today. So let me show you the general market. Let's take a look at SPY. SPY in the morning took a little dip, but started pushing up. Took another dip and started pushing up. And you know, for the majority of the day, consolidated, pushed to new highs, you know, and stayed in that general area. It's up 2 points for the day, less than 1%. But for Amazon, it was just very weak. When SPY was pushing up, Amazon was dropping. So that's why I took a look at it. I used 3150 as support because look at Friday. You can see Friday right here. I should show it to you on the 5 minute, make it a little bit less sloppy. On Friday, you can see that it's trying to stay above 3153. You guys see that? I'm putting a little line right here. You guys should be able to see this. And it stayed above that 3150 for the most part, right? The lowest, it was 3151. So I used that 3151 as support. As you can see, it broke. And then what happened was it retested that low. And I ended up using, you know, getting in on the break right here. So on this candle right here, when it broke 31.38, it bounced back a little bit and then ended up started to drop. So I ended up selling at 31.26. This ended up dropping all the way down to 31.13. So I had the target of 30.93. You know, the final low of the day was like 31.04. And why did I use 30.93? Well, if you go on the chart, it created a gap for earnings, right? That's normal. It had a big jump. So what I did to, you know, estimate it, I used the top of this candle, which is the wick, as the top, as the gap support, which is around 31.93. As you can see, I had a alert there for me, never touched it, but I used 31.48, 31.50 as support. It broke that today, and I said it had room to 30.93. It didn't quite get there. It was about 10 points off, but it was very close. And you know, that was why I used Amazon. I saw there was a gap, I saw there was weakness after earnings, and I used that to my advantage. So I used 30.93 as my support. The real support is around 30.70 for me. But this is the same type of you know, chart as NVIDIA on the 4-hour chart. We're gonna wait for this breakout. We'll either get a breakdown under 29.50 or we'll get a breakout to the upside. So that's what I'm waiting for Amazon here. But you guys should understand this. So this is a nice little pattern you guys should be looking for on charts. You look out for this break consolidation pattern on a bigger, you guys don't, for the 1 minute, yeah, you get the short-term breakout or the short-term breakdown, but when you look at it on the 4-hour or the 20-day, then you get a far bigger movement either to the upside or to the downside. That's why I was looking at BA last week, and I took advantage of that. Look at this consolidation for BA, look at this. Stayed in this channel, and when it finally broke, it went from 166 all the way down to 153. So you could always find this type of pattern anywhere in the market. So always be on the lookout for that consolidation and for that break. And that's the breakdown of my trades today. NVIDIA, Amazon, kept it very simple. I was overwhelmed in the morning. Too many things were happening, and I felt like if I entered a trade and I forced it, I would have probably came out red. Even though all my ideas on this paper were green. So it was a great day. None the least, 3,000 for the day is amazing. So I appreciate everyone for joining this video. This is another episode, Road to 100K. Leave a comment down below what I should talk about in my next video. Any details that I missed out. And you know, the description if you want any more information. I post my trades daily on my Instagram, losses or gains. Sometimes I don't post on YouTube. Well, most of the time I don't post on YouTube because it'll probably be a boring video. So make sure you check that out. And I'll see you guys on the next episode. Peace.